Ba 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 ba. Ba 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 ba. Star Trek: Brave New Worlds, the new season, season 3. Last season ended on a cliffhanger, and now we're going to get the resolution of that cliffhanger, and we're going to talk about that episode today. And remember to like and subscribe to get new Harrold videos. Maybe we'll start up a poll and get people to vote on what you want me to review next. We'll find out. Out of all the recent Trek, Brave New Worlds actually stands out amongst the rest, feeling like traditional Star Trek. This IP has really gone through some ups and downs, like really high ups, and then recent years have been kind of low downs. And Brave New Worlds has brought some new hope. The last couple of seasons really feels like the writers understand what makes classic Trek. And we're seeing it here, I feel like. Brave New Worlds is a bit of a prequel series for original Trek fans. It has been slowly reintroducing classic characters back into the mythology. Uhura is here, Scotty is here, Spock is here. Kirk's brother is showing up. Pike is, of course, the captain, and we all love Captain Pike in almost every version. And as a longtime Trek fan, I do wish they went away from classic Enterprise stories. I do wish it was a new crew with a new ship, maybe in this era. But, as Trek fans, we'll take what we can get. And right now, Brave New Worlds is better than what maybe some of the other series have been. And now, season 3 has started. They are fighting the notorious Gorn species. You probably remember them from the original show or memes online, but they're the ugly-looking lizard species. And now our Brave New Worlds crew is fighting them for the first time. Well, they've been around, but they're really head-on fighting them. So this season opener is actually a part 2, and part 1 was the finale from last season. So we got dropped onto a cliffhanger, and now we're here, gonna resolve it, hopefully. Now, Brave New World season 2 ended on a cliffhanger, and this is conclusion here in episode 1, season 3. We've been fighting the notorious Gorn, who are expanding their territory into Federation space. And right at the cliffhanger from last season, Captain Pike had to make the hard call. It's very reminiscent of Best of Both Worlds a little bit. And now we're back in it. It's been a long wait, and I gotta say, it was fun. It was fun. I mean, it wasn't the most extravagant 2-parter ever. I really do think it could have been maybe 1 episode instead of a 2-er, but they do want to build up the Gorn, and they're looking pretty cool these days and present a legitimate threat to the Federation that isn't just the Klingons again. I have been mostly impressed with the writing of Brave New World. Their motto seems to be, let's make some fun Star Trek. The audience is just thrown into the action, and it never lets up through the hour premiere. With a mix of practical and CGI effects, the Gorn have really come to life a long ways from where we were back in the original show days. And as the crew splits in Crisis, there still is a little time for really cool character moments for original crew members and ones that have been introduced in the show. Overall, I'm very satisfied with the conclusion here. Again, I thought it could have been maybe just 1 big episode, but they wanted to split it into 2. I didn't think it was really enough for a finale and a beginning of a new season. Maybe someone who's a little bit stronger than the Gorn, or someone that could communicate with them, because the Gorn don't talk. They don't talk at all. And it's really frustrating to see them just be like, we're going to eat you, and then that's it. That's all. But it does give us a lot of time with the regular cast, and gives us lots of character moments, and helps us understand where they're coming from and how they make decisions under stress. And that's why you come back to a show like this, is the characters. You really want to see all these interesting, unique individuals working together to create what they hope to be a paradise. Now, the series does heavily focus on Pike, Captain Pike, and spreads itself across the other characters a little bit less. He always gets the most screen time, which, I mean, he's the captain, naturally. I never liked the decision in Discovery to focus on a non-captain. But even so, all these other characters are given lots of time. Discovery never gave other characters this much time, especially with this many characters. It feels more like a crew instead of a character story. For Pike, he is always balancing duty with personal feelings, and that's very much on display here when, he lets personal feelings get in the way of this is decision making. But with the Gorn on the line, like, even the decision he ends up making makes a lot of sense. Because the Gorn, they're just going to eat you. Now, the supporting cast fill their roles very well. They're all very talented, and no one is really offbeat, really, or out of sync with the others. Everyone that very much seems like they want to be there to make a Star Trek show. Uhura is funny, Scotty is heartbroken, Nurse Chapel is given a lot more to do, and, you know, I think the world is better for him. I also like their primary doctor, Dr. Mbenga. I think I got that right. He's fantastic, always striking to look at, and very empathetic. Spock is a little bland, but I mean, that's Spock. He's supposed to be bland, especially in this time period. That's kind of his character in this era, which that makes sense. The guy that plays him does great, but I mean, you're going up against the OG Leonard Nimoy. No one can go against Leonard Nimoy, the OG Mr. Spock. Doesn't get better than that. Bilbo Baggins, best little hobbit in Hobbit Town. Bilbo Baggins. Yes, we're just going to sing this song for the rest of the review. Bilbo Baggins. On a big adventure in the caves below to help some dwarves to get their bold. Now by a dragon in the days of old. Bilbo. Collectively, though, the crew feels like it is in sync. This is not an individual story. I mean, Pike is kind of the main character, and we do follow him a lot, but everybody else is given lots of time, so it does feel like a crew. And I haven't felt like this within a TV show since Enterprise, and, you know, that was actually really, really long a time ago. And Picard was, well, of course, about Picard, and Discovery was about Discovery New Worlds. It's about the crew of the Enterprise, which I like. And the crew is definitely on full display here. It's absolutely beautiful to look at. This show, they're putting their money where their mouth is, and just gorgeous show to look at, especially if you're a long-time Trek fan. You get lots of space action, plenty of space action, and also practical effects. My jaw dropped when I saw the Gorn practical pilot. I wish we had a couple of more shots with him, but it was really disappointing how little they showed of him, because I love the practical effects. I wish they could have used it for all of the scenes and maybe shot a little extra, because that was really cool. Now the CG, yes, fantastic. Movie level, fantastic. You can't go wrong here. It just looks really good with its practical effects and its CGI effects. My only issue is the cinematography. We're still stuck in the Abrams era. The camera likes to bounce and jump and cut every third of a second, while light is just streaming back and forth as fast as it can. Can't slow down, guys. It'll be okay. It's always in your face, and I wish they would find a style of their own. Now, I do miss TNG and Deep Space Nine, and that was very much a product of the 90s and what they could get away with back then. But it had a very singular style that was indicative of what everyone felt like Trek was. And this being a TV show, I really think that they need to get back to something more like that. Now, the ship on the inside does look great. It's just so much light, and the camera's bouncing, and J.B.J. Abrams, his mark is still on Star Trek, unfortunately. Meanwhile, the main theme of the universe, I mean, I like it. It's all right, but I'm not humming it. I'm not looking it up. The music in the interior of the episode is actually pretty good and really, really heightens everything, and they really, really punch it, which I appreciate as a Trek fan. Music is always important for us Trekkies. This is a part 2. Part 1 being the cliffhanger from last season. But honestly, the plot was simple enough to make one big episode out of. The Gorn are a silent enemy, and they don't really negotiate or anything. They say, "We will eat you." Well, they don't even say that. They just walk over and eat you. Steve, come out here. I want to do an example of what the Gorn are like. So I want to make an example of what the Gorn are like in Star Trek Brave New Worlds. Ready? Steve, come on out here. I want to do an example for everyone at home. He doesn't know. Oh, there you are. Hey, Steve, you ready? Okay, so this is the Gorn in Brave New Worlds. This is their negotiating tactics. It's really effective, guys. Really effective negotiating tactics. Take note. Eat your heart out. See how the Federation are doing nothing? Ready? I'm the Gorn. Remember, I'm the Gorn. We will eat you. And that's it. And that's the Gorn negotiation tactic. And that's it. I will eat you. Also, we're dealing with the leftover Abrams residue. And nobody wants that on their franchise. Right? Star Wars? The last 2 seasons of Brave New Worlds has been a blast to watch, and is the first piece of honest content from Paramount that's more like traditional Trek. Now, personally, as a fan, I do love Lower Decks. I think it's really fun. Discovery was pretty good in the first couple of seasons. Then it just, I don't know what happened after that. And Picard's first 2 seasons were not great. The third season was a lot better, but that was a really low bar. Brave New Worlds has been consistently like old Trek, which is a blast to watch. And I'll keep watching. So remember, creatures, it's Harold here. Like and subscribe the video. We'll see you next time. Wow.